In 1998, we started about 3 to 6 pastors per year, and it's grown tenfold since that time, and it's continuing to grow because the need is even getting greater. Go to www.pastorsrnr.com, apply, very simple application, and we take it from there. Within a week or 2 weeks, we'll contact you and we'll go through all the particulars, and that's all you have to do. There is a cap, and the cap is $70,000 combined income of the husband and wife with benefits. This whole program is geared to pastors that are on the lower income and need the help. Pastors that are higher income don't really need the ministry. And we make it very easy on them because we try not to give them a reason not to go. If we have to give them a grant or some help in some way, we'll make sure that they get there. And we wrap our arms around the pastors. We protect them and we want them to have a good time. We would like a 6-month lead. However, in extreme emergencies, we will accommodate and meet the needs, whatever they might be. And since 1998, we've never had a case that we did not make some special exceptions and get the pastors that time away with their family. Our program is geared for 2 weeks. We found that if you go too short a time, it's really not connecting with your family. And it's not geared for a sabbatical time for somebody to go for a longer period of time. Although we have had some cases where there was extreme pressure and the pastors needed to get away with their families for longer periods of time, and we'll certainly consider those and we make it possible. Pastors from any age, right out of ministry to retired pastors, are eligible to go. We don't require that they have children. We just require that it's a couple and they just need to get away, of whatever their age is. And it's been very successful, and there's been a lot of renewal. Pastors are under a lot of pressure in all kinds of areas in their life, and when they get away with their mate, good things happen. The question of guests is perhaps the single biggest question we get throughout the years we've been in ministry. And generally the answer is no. We want the pastors to reconnect with themselves. However, if they have a mom or a dad, or they have a large family and they need a babysitter, we do make special circumstances. If there's relatives in the area they haven't seen for a long time, we do allow them to come for a day or two. But it's not meant for outsiders. It's just meant strictly for the families to get reunited and rejuvenated and refreshed. We've had many special needs pastors and their families. I'll give you a good story. There's a pastor who and his wife had 3 children. The one child was very autistic and they never could travel anywhere. He just simply couldn't leave the home. So we took pictures of our guest home and sent it to him. The pastor and his wife blew the pictures up and posted them throughout the house. And so that when the child got to the host home, he was real familiar with it. In fact, 2 days later, after they were there, the husband called me up and said, "You know, my wife has slept for the first time in 2 days and throughout his entire life. She's never been able to do that." And I got a letter later saying it was the whole way through the whole vacation. And we've had people in wheelchairs. We've had people with twins that needed playpens. We find a way to meet the needs, whatever they may be, of the pastors. Many times pastors call up and say, "Can we go more than once?" And the answer is absolutely. This whole program is about memories. We want pastors' children to grow up with good memories of their mom and dad being pastors. And memories are important when they grow up. And so yes, they can go more than once, and we encourage it. And we've had a lot of people that have used our program more times than once. In fact, one couple's used it up to 6 times already. About 60% plus of the pastors that go need help. So we give them grants in increments from $500 to $3,000. We had a family of 10 that never went on vacation. They couldn't afford the gas, the food, or some entertainment when they were there. And the son was going off into college, and the parents had never taken their children anywhere at any time. And we found a house big enough for them, and it was just an amazing story of how they reconnected, and the memories will be forever.